legend status, ask about the name. I've been putting in work, collecting, fuck the fame. Up in the stat while they watching the 10 in the game. Need to be in it or just a critic, man, we ain't the same. I'm focused on making this history. Into my top 5, list is listing me. I never got an L on pass, this ain't no breeze. I had to make the work outlast the bill of steam. There's different degrees, and know I do this here with the ease. And never been easy, slim, just keep one up the sleeve. I saw a few that had the passion, so I'm the breathe. But I keep forward, here the goal is near the song. It's both the ears, they know it's still the home. I'm on the side.
What's up guys, and welcome to a new video. We are in Poland for the final round of the Drift Masters Championship this year. Yeah, it's kind of mad that it's the last one. This year has been a lot of ups and downs. Not so much up for me, but yeah, as a team it hasn't been too bad. We've progressed a lot. Everybody done very well this year and very ready right now for the morning. It is now Thursday before Friday practice and qualifying. My car is ready. Connor's car, as you can see in the background, is the block. Last round in Hungary, we thought we had a head gasket failure, but it actually turned out that we're after cracking a liner in the block. So not ideal, but we were lucky that Jeroen from DBM actually had our block from last year here in Poland that we had to change also in Clint Van Oort's truck, ready to go, and we had a new head ready for this engine, but because it's not on this engine now, it is now on this engine up here. Getting it back together, but we're almost there. We have our Walton manifold back on, everything back together. But yeah, yet again another DBM paddock build ready to go. And Björn's car also is still not on 4 wheels. We still have a small bit more work to do to that as well. We'll have a quick look at the damage. I'll try to explain what broke and what didn't break. Like the front got a little bit of damage here and the headlight, but it turned out that the white fab and the BC coilover and everything was actually good on the front, so not too much work to do there. On the back we had to change top arm, bottom arm, do some welding on the subframe, change the BC coilover, and yeah, as you can see it's still very tatty, but this side of the car will probably get even more damage this weekend from the walls. But yeah, the guys nearly have everything back together and should be ready for practice in the morning. But yeah, there is some Chinese whispers in the paddock tonight that they might be wetting the track for the full weekend. We haven't got a decision on that yet because we have briefing in about 40 minutes, but we have like scheduled thunderstorm for Saturday, which means that the track is going to get wet anyway. So if we drive tomorrow with the track dry, we have lots of rubber on the track, and if it rains on Saturday it's going to be really bad to drive. As where if we wet the track from the morning until the end of the event, at least it'll make a level playing field, and the track should have a lot more grip than having rubber on the track. So yeah, we have briefing soon. We'll get a decision on that and see how that is. But yeah, that's it. Welcome to this video, and hopefully we have a lot of success and have a good time. Friday morning, and as you can see, Björn's car is not in the tent. He has gone for practice as he's Group A. My own car, we're just changing the gear ratio as we've decided to go with a first and second gear setup. Connor's going to stay with first, second, third. I think Fiona's going for first and second also, so it's kind of more driver preference because the track is actually going to be wet all day today. So it's not the ideal situation. Obviously it would be better if it was dry, but I think that this is the best option because there's meant to be a thunderstorm tomorrow, which means that they would have had to close the roof anyway and wet the track because they can't have tire smoke inside when the spectators are in there. and also by wetting the track today, it means there'll be no rubber on the track tomorrow, which then means that we should have a consistent level of grip throughout the whole run, and that we should be still able to do a perfect lead line, and also a very good chase. So that's kind of what the ideal situation is. But yeah, Connor's car is running again. We have a small coolant leak, but the guys are all back together, looking good. Yeah, they had a busy day last night putting it all back together. But yeah, it should be fairly good now. But yeah, we're going to get suited and moving. We're going to go watch it run, and looking forward to a spin. I'm kind of glad that the track is going to be wet, because it means that it's not going to be hard in the car, and it shouldn't be too difficult to drive either, because it's going to be consistent. It's not going to be like the other tracks we had this year in the wet, where you have rubber from previous events and whatnot. So yeah, it should be still a good day nonetheless, and hopefully tomorrow is dry and they can open the roof. But this thunderstorm is meant to be fairly bad, so probably won't be. But yeah, fairly good.
77 on the board for Fionn Roach. The Irish youngster jumps into 7th position so far.
So Fionn, your first qualifying run in the bag. Not the score you wanted, but
no.
What were you saying about the track conditions?
Well, when I went out to warm my tyres, I could even see at the middle of the track where we warmed the tyres was a lot drier than it was. There wasn't any sitting water or anything at all there. So I probably should have put that in my head for the run, but I was kind of in the zone, and as I was going through the run, I could feel it was a lot grippier than it was in practice, but it was fine. I'm just happy I got a run, to be honest. I mean, could have went a lot worse. 77 isn't the worst score, but I mean, there's definitely a lot of things to work on for the next run. I need to definitely get off the left foot. That's probably where I lost most of my points. I think I got 53.5 for line, which I would take that any day.
Yeah, it's quite good.
But I got 10 out of 20 for style, so.
Yeah, like I think, to be honest, like the line, if you can just do the same line again, at least it will, you know, allow you just to kind of open up and just like leave it more fluid, like, because fluidity is kind of what you're missing on that run, like. So
yeah, definitely.
It's definitely there. It's better than sitting on a zero, even though there is a chance that you might be outside top 32 before doing your second run. But
I mean, even if I am outside the top 32, I'd rather have a 77 than a zero.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's a lot less nerve-wracking.
That has built a lot of confidence. Like, Jesus, coming down the straight, even I didn't know what I was doing. Looking at the wall.
You were saying the nerves get you involved with the people, like it's kind of.
When you come out of it, like you're sitting in the tunnel for probably 5-10 minutes, just you and like 3 other cars, and then they call you out, and it's like opening up to like whatever is here today, like 30,000 people. The most I've ever drifted in front is probably like 5,000, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, it is a fairly mental like viewing, like just even being outside here is intimidating, not to mind when you drive in. But yeah, nonetheless, obviously after the crash the last round, the car is back to probably 98% we would say. There is still a few things that are not like 100%, because obviously we're fixing outside of the track, but yeah, like I think, like you said, if we can work on your fluidity and get off the left foot brake and just kind of trust that you have the grip to do what you need to do, you should be fine. But yeah, it's not too bad of a place to be sitting in.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, so myself and Connor are up soon, but my practice wasn't too bad. Connor only got one battle basically, so he had a lead in the chase, and on his lead run he hit the wall. He thinks the car cut out or something, and the steering stopped working properly.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He just needs to get his head in the game. He has 2 laps to make it happen, and to be honest, he was in the exact same scenario here last year and went on to win the event
with a lot more pressure.
With a lot more pressure. Like this weekend is a lot more relaxed for him. But yeah, other than that, we're just going to go out and send it. It's kind of good for us that Fionn gets to go ahead of us, because obviously he relays the information to the track, and we kind of know how many cars after the water tank he was and everything, so we can kind of see where we are on that kind of like position and how the track might be for us basically. But yeah, good job. Hopefully the next run we can, well, you can put something out of the bag, and hopefully me and Conor can do something good as well. But yeah, it's almost time to get going, so we'll chat to you soon.
I know everybody's going to start here in qualifying, and hopefully no remnants here from Shanahan.
Jack Shanahan, he said he was happy earlier on in practice. He enjoyed himself. Sets that car long in the first outside zone. He's back front and right to the wall now. Shanahan down the treacherous part. Looks to put the front bumper nice and close to the big handbrake track. As he slows that car down and gets to the outside zone of the lane. Shanahan now keeps the back end right of the lane. Starts to flex the front glass on the GT6 along the wall as he transitions and looks for the second last outside zone. Shanahan absolutely believing that he follows a really nice line into that zone. Keeps fighting for as he puts the back end of the wheel across the line. There we go. Scores dropping in an 88.5 for Jack Shanahan.
Himself back into the top. He's 4th place in the championship, and let's see if he can try and get himself into that top 3.
Yeah, look at this nice initiation from Shanahan. Big problems this morning in the paddock. He said that they knew they had an engine issue in Hungary and they couldn't do anything about it until they got here in Poland. They changed the engine, and Shanahan had a problem there earlier on in practice. He lost the power steering and hit the wall. It looks like he manages to deal with it this time. Shanahan heavy on the foot brake there, trying to get that car dialed into the outside zone. Now works his way across the circuit, doesn't let that contact affect him. A little dab of the handbrake once again, shallows up the angle in that second to last outside zone as he now looks for the wall, looks for that final outside zone and across the line from Conor Shanahan.
Shouldn't be with the front. That was a 90.5 for Conor Shanahan, puts him in the 9th position. So that means being predictable in the lead, and unfortunately for Fionn Roche, he bows out of competition here in Poland.
Sits in the rear stands as Shanahan is focused as he slams through gears in this Toyota GT6, and they get another tentative initiation. I'm not sure what's going on down there. Is that track changing? Is there just a little unbalancedness for the drivers? Now starts to pick up the pace as Shanahan comes through in his own, starts to fly down into this long outside zone. Shanahan floats with the back end of that GT6 into the wall, makes contact with it, he's deviating in the tyre, and Shanahan's going to try and carry on with this one as he flicks across the circuit. Shanahan won't know that there's a tyre off the back of his car as he now goes second to last outside zone, pops it back onto the bees, he goes for the final outside zone across the line.
I think he's definitely got another tire lead.
Look at this.
Look at the shots. 83.5 leaves him in 16th position. He's still in the top 32, so one little more of it. There you go. 90 and a 90. But still fantastic scoring here for a 10th position to get 290s. I mean, where are we at right now in drifting? We're in Poland in a stadium, so does it have to make sense?
So yeah, that is Conor's situation. He's yeah, his car is not 100% for some reason. He has power steering issues. They just changed the pump because there's a fresh rack in the car. They changed the pump and now it's a little bit more, feels better now, but we don't know because he hasn't done a run obviously. This morning's practice, actually no, we'll go back to qualifying. We had not the best qualifying in the world. I was like 18th, 19th or something. I don't know exactly where Conor was, but he did qualify and Fionn did not qualify. So yeah, it's yesterday evening was not that great for us. Me myself, I lowered the tyre pressure for the second run. I was trying to go for that perfect run. What happened to your qualifying run?
The qualifying run was actually pretty good.
Well,
Well, in my opinion, my first one is, yeah, I would say, I think top 4 to be honest, but anyway, didn't get scored like that. So. Second one, entered, they wet the track right before me, so I had to basically wet it run, and as I flicked it was almost like a car aquaplane, and I kind of transitioned too late into outer zone 1, hit the wall, and then after that I just said, you know what, I don't really care where I am, and I'm going to finish off and reset, come back today. But to be honest, I really just ain't enjoying driving in the rain, which sucks, to be honest, but there's nothing we can do. Not a thing we can do about it. It makes everybody into heroes and everybody can push the doors off, so stressful day, but I'm excited.
Yeah, so as Connor said, the wet track is kind of annoying now. The first 4 laps of practice, to be fair, were actually fairly decent. We had consistent amounts of grip and everything, but they didn't wet the track very consistently, which in turn got some rubber on the tarmac, and that is why the track is now feeling inconsistent. I only got 1 practice session this morning. I think Connor got his 2 sessions, so as in 2 sessions I mean he got 2 runs on the track. I only got 1 run on the track. No battle practice. I'm up against Jakob Kroll, Connor's against Mika, Kelsey Corpy. Yeah, we have 2 tough enough battles because, as Connor said, the rain actually makes every driver drive very good in the chase position. So the lead run is going to be important now also, but we have to make sure that the chase run is very, very good. Yeah, that's kind of all for now. We're going to try relax a small bit before battles start, which is basically right now. Connor's car is back together, my car is on the ground, ready to go. Yeah, the boys are busy, so I'm actually looking forward to driving and just send it, whatever happens now. It's the last event, it's been a stressful season, so whatever way it finishes now, that's just the way it's going to be. So yeah, I'm kind of glad in a way that the season is over. We can reset and try go again. So yeah, we're just going to go out and try and enjoy it as much as possible. That's kind of what the main aim for today is, and if that means losing in top 22 or standing on the podium, we're going to just try and enjoy it the same amount. That's all for now, so we will catch you after the battles, and hopefully we have good news for you.
That's all to do. Yeah, well, I mean, look, he's been doing it in practice. Can he do it right now? And they come off the line through the gears. Shanahan flicks that car to angle already as he manages his way across the circuit, sets himself up nicely. And look at this, Keski Korpi slots into formation, shallows up the angle to avoid contact with Shanahan. Now they work their way down through these 2 inner zones. And Conor Shanahan finds the groove. A little late transition there from Keski Korpi. Has to do work in this outside zone now. Tags aside of Shanahan's GT86, and he's in the pocket and on the door. And look at this from Keski Korpi. That car turned up to 11, gripped up to the 9s. As Shanahan now gets that perfect arc into this second to last outside zone. There's no shaking. Mika Keski Korpi. They both come through the outside zone. A little wobble once again from Keski Korpi, and now starts to lose some ground as he's on the inside.
Get close on the transitions, that's where you can make the difference. Keski Korpi's got to put in a stronger of a lead run here.
Certainly has, Dave. Here we go, he flicks that car into initiation, now finds that nice outside line and opens the door for Shanahan. A little bobble on the wall there for Mika Keski Korpi. Look for the transition now as Keski Korpi was the front bumper very close to the wall, but the transition from Shanahan was absolutely beautiful now as he shallows up the angle and looks for that front wheel, that BMW. They come through the outside zone. Shanahan not being shaken right now as they go through the centre of the circuit. A little left foot brake there from Shanahan to balance that car on throttle as he comes through now into the second to last outside zone. Both guys wobbling a little bit as they get into the last outside zone. A tag on the wall once again for Keski Korpi.
You know, it's funny. It's very strange how we see which way it goes. Will it be 2023 champion Conor Shanahan, or will it be Mika Keski Korpi take down the big name? Not on this occasion. Conor Shanahan gets the win and goes through to the top 16. I think Mika will be disappointed with that one. He didn't make any major mistakes. He's got to try and switch that off now as he chases in Kroll into that first corner. Kroll's got to keep this on a knife edge, but be right on those outer zones as they go into that first corner. Kroll goes to the wall and Shanahan leaves him a lot of ground here. Shanahan does make the dive, hand racing up onto the door. Kroll with a lot more pace than Shanahan was expecting, and Kroll firing through the course. Not a lot of angle, but he's getting the job done and getting into those zones. Now Shanahan starts to force the issue, but goes way too on the inside. Gets it on the inside and has to work that car back on the handbrake and the left right brake to get back to the door of Jakob Kroll, and it's not working out exactly how Jack Shanahan would like here as he goes through the course. And Jakob Kroll goes to the wall, Shanahan goes to the wall, and they're together as they go into this last corner. Shanahan making the last exclamation point as Kroll caresses the boot, said that's only half the battle. Jakob Kroll now has to force the issue, and Shannon's going to come out of here like a bat out of hell. He knows he's made mistakes in the chase. He's going to try and outrun Kroll here, but Kroll right there on the door as they come through that first corner. Jakob Kroll right on the rear quarter of Jack Shannon, transitions back. Shannon, Kroll's made a big error into the wall. He had all the advantage and he's thrown all that advantage away. And Jakob Kroll now, is that car affected from the incident, or will Jack Shannon be given a gift here as Jakob Kroll comes through that outer zone? He's still in the fight with the car smushed in at the front, and Jakob Kroll now going into, he's making mistakes everywhere. And I'll tell you what, it's just swung right back the other way here as Jakob Kroll hits the wall in the chase position. And Jack Shannon's probably not going to know a whole lot about what went on behind him, but let's see which way the judges go. Jack Shanahan gets the win. Jack Shanahan gets the win and goes through. And I'll tell you what, it was a lucky one. I'm going to go quickly back to Kevin O'Connell. Kevin.
Got very lucky. That's what happened. Yeah, we just gripped the car up, like going from his practice to how his battle was. I don't know that he like reverse tactic us or what, you know, that like he went really fast in practice and then went like not really, it's not like he went really slow, he was still on like a consistent line and everything, but I just could not get into formation basically, and I just messed up my chase completely, but at least I was kind of there, and then he just had contact in the wall in his chase, so I think that's what got us the win. So I feel like going to win the lottery, to be honest, because that was pure luck. But yeah, we're in the show, it's all that matters. So with Peter Viensek yet again, top 16, so I don't know, I beat him twice this year, so I don't think I'm that lucky now. So we're starting to just, well, at least we know the car is fast, that's all I know, but we just need to go full sim basically.
They're ready to go. Look at this, they're very, very committed. Can he stay with him on the run-up? Poy Delasco goes for that last ditch dive and he gets in there into the pocket, and here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Shanahan on that nice lead line on the little foot brake there, just trying to keep that car balanced in the outside zone. Now I come through into this inner clipping point and they transition back, and Poy Delasco deadly on that transition, sets himself up nicely for outside zone for a while. He slowed down and gripped up. Now he's on the inside. Now he has to work to get back up onto the door, onto the rear quarter of Conor Shanahan's GT86. Oh, and a little wobble once again. Poy Delasco not ready for that transition. The Shanahan shallows up the angle in the second to last outside zone. Poy Delasco now sets himself up, looks for the door across the line. We'll lead line and see what Conor Shanahan could do in the chase. Johan Poy Delasco off through the gears now to lead out Conor Shanahan. Flicks the car across the circuit, goes for a nice early initiation. Shanahan goes for the door, shallows up, now sets himself into the outside zone, glues himself to the door. He's very close here. He needs to be careful that Shanahan doesn't get himself pinched. Oh, Poy Delasco hits the wall. Shanahan hits Poy Delasco in the back. Now they fire and fight into this outside zone 4. Oh, this is a tussle between these two guys as Shanahan starts nudging the front wheel of Poy Delasco's BMW. They transition through the middle. They look for that second to last outside zone. Shanahan still glued to the door, touching the wheel, touching the door as they go for the line. Shanahan bullies Poy Delasco.
In Poland, judges' scores are locked in. And it is Conor Shanahan gets the win. Conor Shanahan gets the win and goes through to our grade A. Quickly over to you, Kevin. Oh, that simple, safe run is not going to do any harm here. It's got to be exceptional. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Through they go. They get the signal for Starline Marshall Martin. And Shanahan now looks down the side of that Super. Oh, he fires big angle at it, but it was a weird initiation from Wojciech as they now come through the middle of the circuit. Shanahan now looks to go for the dive and leaves him some room, and now starts to apply the pressure. Look at that big surge forward from Jack Shanahan on to the side of that A90 Supra. They fire through the middle of the circuit. Now Shanahan's driving aggressive. Oh, and a big flick and a mistake from Peter as they fire into that second to last outside zone. Shanahan goes for the door. Both guys into the wall and into each other as they cross the line.
With too much grip in the car, so I think this one's still in the balance, but there's definitely no clean lead and chase there. Let's see what happens when we turn him around. This time it's Jack Shannon to lead in Peter Viensek, and Viensek's going to have to really be on it here.
Yeah, he certainly is, and he's already aggressive. He's very aggressive. Oh wow, he slots it in there into the pocket. That was beautiful from the Polishman as they fire through. Look at this, onto the back bumper he goes. Shanahan fires. They look for outside zone 4, and there is no shaking. That Super is glued to the door of the GT86. This is unbelievable from the Polishman right now. They are holding on. Shanahan is being bullied right here in Poland, and there is no way that Wojciech is going to go down in his home ground. And look at this, door to door, wheel to wheel, one more outside zone. Oh wow,
that is an unbeat. He made the mistakes, he got himself back into it. Which way will the judges go? Will it be Viensek? Will it be Shanahan? It's going to be a split decision. It's Peter Viensek getting the win. Peter Viensek gets the win and goes through to the best. Let's see what happens. Isaac's taking down one Shannon tonight. Can he take down another?
He's going to try to, Dave, that's for sure. I'm not sure that Connor's going to let him get away with it too easy. Look at the initiation from both of them. Absolutely beautiful from Shanahan as he mirrors the initiation and mirrors the angle. But now Wojcik starts to pull away the postman. Wants it in front of his home ground. They flick through. Shanahan goes for a right. A brave dive. Tags. Wojcik puts him up right and fighting. It's unbelievable. Tags him again. This is a scuffle on circuit right now as they fire for the middle of the track. Connor Shanahan goes for the wheel once again. He's on the back end. He's bringing Peter Wojcik around the circuit as they go into this last outside zone. Shanahan on the inside as he goes for the front wheel.
And the second half of this battle, top four space up for versus our ex-champion versus ex-champion. Isaac chasing in Shanahan.
Yeah, look at this, goes for the inside. He's not going to make contact though. Oh, it shows up the angle. Connor waits to go on the floor. Now they start to get into it now. Wojcik finds the side of that GT6. They fire through and it's nice and close to the wall. Look at Wojcik like a cat of a mouse playing with Connor Shanahan at the moment. Gives him that room to manoeuvre now. Makes a dive in outside zone 4. Now starts to apply the pressure. Pushing Shanahan round. They look for this little touch and go in the middle of the circuit. They flick it back. Oh, look at Wojcik. Makes a small error though. Goes for the big angle. It doesn't pay off. He has to get himself back into it once again. As Wojcik goes for it this time now. Looks for the front wheel. Onto the door he goes across the line.
There's wobbles on both sides. I'm looking at where they're analysing this, and it's going to be a decision of a one more time and a split decision towards Isaac. So it's a one more time in the world are about to go head to head again for the biggest prize in the game. Here we go.
Well, this time, will they keep it clean or will it be another fist fight on circuit? It looks clean so far. Wojcik fires it in nice and deep into the outside zone. Shanahan doesn't look like he's got the proximity this time. No shots at the side of that Supra, but now he comes in. Now he takes a shot at the side of the Supra as Connor Shanahan goes for it. Wojcik wanders in and out of the outside zone, but he gets himself back into it, back into the groove as he flicks it a long arc, looking for that second to last outside zone. Shanahan stays with him, but there's no hits to the side this time as Shanahan wants a little piece of the cake, but he doesn't seem to get there this time. Ben's steaming up.
That's what's happening. Very clever, Ian. Not all the time, but on that particular occasion. Here we go, second half of the battle. Wojcik starting to bring the heat as he fires in on Shanahan. A spot in the top four up for grabs. And look at Peter Wojcik. Pinpoint perfect, but a little touch on the door of Connor Shanahan. Now we're starting to see the aggression from Peter Wojcik as he transitions through. Absolutely on the edge, the door and on the wheel. This is what it's all about. Shanahan hits the wall. Wojcik hits Shanahan. It's tit for tat as we come through the center of the section. Wojcik now makes a mistake as they come through. This is absolutely knife-edge drifting as we take it into the last corner, and they are all over each other across the line. Wow! Who's going to go through to the top four? We've been at this for a while now. Let's see who's going to get the win. It's Peter Wojcik. Peter Wojcik gets the win and goes through to the top four. And there's a Polish man in the top four in Poland, and the fans are going absolutely bananas in here.
Many miles later.
So that's a wrap for our video for Poland, last round of Drift Masters season this year. Not the result we wanted, but nonetheless we had a great time. Poland was a great event. The stadium is something that you kind of have to be there to really understand how cool it is. As you can see, truck is home, cars are home. All of our events are kind of done for the season now. We only have practice days and we have the KD Customs Winter Battle Series and stuff over the winter to keep us sharp. Yeah, Connor has one more round. NFD also. I'll be flying to America also to support him. But yeah, that's the season done. We're kind of glad the season's over because we didn't get the results that we wanted, but it's just the way it has been. Yeah, we just have to kind of take the good with the bad. We've had a good few seasons, so we'll just take this one as a bad one and hopefully come back stronger, better in the future. Just want to say, I hope you enjoyed the season, all the videos we've been doing so far. Also, just want to say a massive thank you to all of our partners, our fans, everybody that supports us, because without you guys, it would not be possible for us to do what we're doing. And yeah, we want to try to do this for as long as we possibly can. So yeah, we'll end it on that as a thank you, and we're not done yet this year. We still have a lot more to do video wise. Please subscribe, share, like, do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.